So lately, I've been on a crazy run of achieving my weekly goals, and I couldn't be more happier about that. Which leads me to the first thing that is holding you back: small talk. The first thing that holds you back is, have you ever sat yourself down, ready to walk? This time, nothing will stop you. Then a friend or a colleague shows up and starts a conversation with you. Right at the time where you are locked in and ready to go monk mode on your shade to get that task done. Well, one basic trick I do is to always avoid small talk. So as much as possible. Now I'm always being labeled as the nonchalant one, because I seriously, bro, do not give a fuck, bro, about small talks, because the time you spend having meaningless conversations that don't add any value to your day at that point in time, if you calculate those hours that you spend engaging in such conversations, you see that if you add those hours to your productive hours, you would have completed more of those goals that you set. So one thing I always do is always try and avoid small talks, meaningless talks that don't add value to my day, because there's this concept of you only live for 24 hours. The 24 hours you today is different from the 24 hours tomorrow, 24 hours yesterday. Do you get? So I wish that would be on another video where I'll talk about the concept of time and why you should be scared. So number 2, put time in. What I've noticed as I continue to grow in my line of work is that allocating time durations to complete a certain task actually helps me to finish a huge pile of work faster. So let's do something right now. I want you to guess how much time it will take you to eat, sleep, work daily. Add that up, then subtract that by 24 hours, so we know how many hours we have left of our day. Then I want you to also do this to calculate how many hours you spend engaging on social media, playing games, all those things that you know that are not as productive. All I put it, that don't add value or sort. Calculate those hours and subtract that by the hours that you have left a day in those 24 hours. Now, if you notice, the results that you have left is not even enough to achieving your goal, to achieving the task. Now you can see that if you start to become aware of all these things, which leads me to the next point: being aware. When you start to become aware of all these things, you now start to shift your focus, your mindset to what would actually help you to achieve those goals faster. So the next point on the list is being aware. A separate video can be made around this point. Most of us, we see things as they are and not think deeply as to why those things are that way. We think everything is 1 and zeros, when in reality there might be another factor to the 1 and zeros. We always think this is how things should be, this is how things should not be, but we always fail to ask why. Have you ever questioned a drink you love so much that, why does this coffee have this color? Like, have you ever gone that like, oh, I want to find out why my coffee is always black. Why is my coffee not white? Why is my coffee not purple? Why is my coffee not orange? Like, we've never had. Being aware makes you to be cautious of everything and anything. Being aware puts you at the forefront. Like, it's like you can like see the whole board. You know, when you are playing a game, there's always this how do I put it? There's always this I'm thinking of a very accurate analogy to use for this. There's always this saying that when you are in the game, you don't see the full board. But when you're out, you sort of, oh, this is what you should do. You play this way, you play this way. But when you're in the game, you don't see the full world. Yeah, life is that game, and we are playing as our own self-role characters in the game. But being aware puts you like as the third, is it like a third dimensional being? Like, oh, okay, you can see yourself, right? You can see yourself like a POV. You are seeing yourself, your point of view of yourself. But you can, it will help you to navigate things and navigate your actions. Okay, this is what I can control. So for instance, let's do this. If someone walks up to you and says he needs some sort of money, stranded, like, just help him with whatever you have. You don't know what you want to use that for. We are not thinking about that. What will you do in that scenario? Now, chances are you might give the person if you have. Chances are you might not. Well, that is what you can control. But you can't control whatever that person does with what you've given. Being aware makes you see things that you can control and think ahead. Like, you're not like thinking, oh, 2 steps ahead. So if I do this will work out this way. So if I put in twice the effort into this shade, so if I do this 2 times, so if it means I should post twice daily, right? I'm just using that because I like falling back to content. If it means I should post twice daily to get to 100 videos, so yeah, posting twice daily, so amount of days, I will get there faster than posting once or posting once a week, right? Yeah. So being aware makes you see things in another, like a first person point of view, sort of. I think, yeah, it's being aware makes you see your life in the first person point of view. Like, oh, okay, wow, I can see things now. I'm questioning things now. Oh, okay, this is why this is like this, or this is why this is like this. Jesus, a whole video can be made on this shit, bro. Being aware is an essential skill you should have. It's so underrated that people don't talk enough about it. I remember when I was a kid, my dad used to do drills with us. He would switch to just wake us early, to just test our responsiveness, to see if we are not deep sleepers. We'll sometimes switch off the fan to see who wakes up first, or makes a subtle noise, see who wakes up first. And I never thought, like, why is this man always doing this? Like, he had no reason to do that to us that morning. But when I got to boarding school in high school, I noticed that anytime my mates wanted to pull like sort of bunk prank where they'll take your bunk to the bedroom or something and wake up there or something, it never works on me, because I'm like, they sort of like commend me for being a light sleeper. At the point where he was doing those things to us, those drills, it was working. There was this compound. The compound effect was what happened after, where my mates would try to prank me, but they won't. It wasn't possible because I was a light sleeper. So being aware is just one thing. It keeps you vigilant, making sure that you are not taking things for granted, because it will lead you to my next point: thinking critically. Oh boy, I cannot emphasize this enough. Thinking critically, like, once you are asking the questions, why, I use why a lot more than the word bro. Like, why, I always ask why. One perk of being aware is that you get to think more and question a lot of things. Lately I use the word why more than the word more than any other word. But beside the point is that you can only be aware when you question things and think critically. I see a lot of creators online selling courses, be- selling courses, and I just laugh at people who buy those courses and to buy those courses, because most of these courses you buy, right, don't necessarily do anything, add any sort of value. See, if you want to change your life for the better, if you are serious about your life, you research about things to make your life better, you do the work yourself. Relying on someone to do that work for you means you are not ready to fix your life up. He fixed his life according to his own unique pattern, not my own pattern. Do you understand? It might even be so crazy that you guys were brought up in the same country, same state, same town, same everything. Might even be brought up in the same house, but have different view to life. So the effort that he put into his life to be successful might be different from yours. So buying his course to fix your life up is you. If you're really serious about fixing your life up, you research, you find things to make your life better. You research. If you're on the path of self-development, you research. You don't rely on other people's research. I don't want to say you don't rely on other people's research. You don't rely on other people's documented life process as, oh, this is going to be the framework that I need to follow, right, to do this. And then, I mean, it's just one of the things that, because there are so many free sources online. You don't need to be paying for shit to know shit. GPT-4, GPT-4 or whatever the fuck they name that shit is online now, because wait, what am I? I'm already waffling at this point. GPT-4 we have access to tech now like GPT-4. You know how much free data now you can have someone conversing with you, your own Jaffies conversing with you, researching to make your own life better. So why are you still relying on other people's? Oh Jesus, I swear, I don't even know. Because if you are still falling for buy my course to learn how to make $10,000 weekly money, brother. So the last point, the final thing stopping you is just locking, bro. It's just my last point is like an advice, bro. So my final point and advice to you is to just lock in. Set a life-changing goal you want to achieve, and set daily and weekly goals to achieve that life-changing goal. Like for me, I set at this point in time, 2 years from now, I want to be able to set my family for life and retire my parents. Like that's the life-changing goal. So you can see that this goal is not reliant on me, because if it's reliant on you, you feel comfortable and think, oh, there is time, I still have time. But if you set life-changing goals that's not 100% reliant on your own, do you get, like, oh, you want to change your society, I still have plans to become the president of my country. I'm just saying it here. If anybody does catch that grasp, and I think I'm already waffling, but that's beside the point. That's another goal I want to achieve. But the goal that I want to achieve right in front of me, life-changing goal number one, is to do what I've said. Set my family up for life, right? And retire my parents. And so I've set weekly and daily tasks for me to achieve that life-changing goal that I've set. So I'm locked in, bro. Like there's nothing that is going to distract me from not achieving that. Set life-changing goal for yourself. See, at this point, I want to be building a community of real real people, like we are sharing different ideas, experiences about how to navigate our life, because I don't know, like it just feels like you try to navigate your own life your own way without having this open-mindedness to listen to other people, what they have to say. Not buying courses. I'm still emphasizing that. Don't buy courses, bro. Just hear what other people have to say. Hear their own point of view, and see if you can't focus for more than 30 minutes, you have a problem. I think you should fix that problem first in your life before you fix any other thing. If you can't focus on one thing for up to 30 minutes, so let's say you're watching a video that is adding value to your life, if you can't sit and focus on that vid for 30 minutes, you have a problem. If you are open for some sort of flashy whatever to retain your attention, you have a fucking problem. You should fix that first before fixing your life. So bro, just lock in. You see how setting life-changing goal is crucial to your own success. See, everyone watching this have one or two things we are going through. That's why I said I want to be the community of real people sharing their own experiences. Like, see, at this point, realism over any other thing, bro. We have to relate to each other. I'm just going over the notes. I'm going over the notes I wrote. No one is going to fix shit for you. You have to grab life by its balls. You have to grab life by its balls and say, I either make it or I die trying. You know that popular quote of 50 Cent? Because at this point, there's no excuse. You are the only one that can fix your life. You are the only one that can control that shit, bro. You are the only one that can fix it. So if you are still here, there's still a bonus tip for you. If you make it to this point of the video, there's a bonus tip for you. The bonus tip for you is to give 300%. So out of all the points I mentioned, to the 5 things stopping you from achieving your goals, or the 5 steps to achieving your goals, what should I name this feed? 5 steps to achieving your goals quicker. 5 steps to achieving your goals quicker as a 20-year-old. Because I'm 24. So the bonus tip is giving 100%. Work 3 times as hard. I use this Alex Omozi's work ethic of 35,000 pieces of content in 3 years to achieve his levels. Like 35,000 pieces of content. So he had to record, script, work on a thumbnail, figure out the video idea, edit 33 times a day to achieve his level of success. I'm like, whoa, that's too much. Not everyone of us can do 33 times a day, but 3 times a day sounds possible. We can achieve it. Every other person is doing once. Why not do 3? Some people want to do 2. You do 3. You're going to reach your speed running 3 times. Is it? You are 3 times working on the effort to achieving your goal. So like, give it your all, bro. Like, if you have, so this step, you see that over time, achieving 33 pieces of content daily will be achievable with this framework, this step. Just locking in, being aware, putting time in, avoiding small talks, and thinking critically. So yeah, this is a very long video, but yeah, I wanted this shit to have enough of value, like real shit, like uncut. So I'd like to hear your thoughts too. about this, like what has been your own framework to achieving success? Like, how have you been able to navigate? So yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Bye. With the fool.